My name is Dini Ze Toghestiy. I'm one of the hereditary chiefs of the Unist'ot'en clan of the Wet'suwet'en Nation. And ocean acidification, a lot of people don't want to understand it because it's, this whole issue of denial is probably easier to deal with than, the issue of, damn it, I'm a part of the problem. People like us are really interested in knowing what's happening. We've been watching what's been happening for a long time. Scientists have been watching it, but they don't want to put the pieces of the puzzle together because if we continue living life today as we are in this larger human society, we're going to create an Earth that's uninhabitable for the rest of our human offspring to live. And what we're facing now is a planet that's starting to really show us massive signs about what this is doing to us. And that the further industrialization of landscapes like the fracking fields of northeastern BC, the tar sands of northern Alberta, those two are compounded together are creating such a huge problem for us here on this planet that you have cumulative impacts after cumulative impacts layered upon each other and disrupting not just our way of life but the way of life of species that have been here for millions of years. People aren't looking at the truth to say, oh geez, the biosphere that we call home here is under threat. We isolated ourselves from a natural environment so much that the natural environment is beginning to hurt us. And you got to really think about that. The ocean acidification issue is one of the big problems that we're facing here on this planet. All the salmon that we have, like I come from a salmon culture, and all the salmon that we have that we've been eating for thousands upon thousands of years are disappearing. The Creator blessed us with the food, but humankind right now is actively working at destroying and disrupting that food source. And we're all complicit to that. We're all a part of the problem. And we have the potential to be part of the solution. But it's not a comfortable place to go. To be realistic about it, let's say you and I were to go for a walk down into Metrotown right now and just walk past these massive crowds of Christmas shoppers. And we just ask them to stop for a second to listen to what we have to say about the urgency of the situation that we're living in right now as human beings. How many people do you think will actually stop and listen and do something? That's what we're facing here as a society, and it's sad. It's really sad because people don't understand the urgency. There's that comfort bubble I was talking about. It's ingrained in our systems. A lot of the new generations of young people today grew up in that system. Some of them were lucky enough to break out and say, okay, I'm going to take a break from this for a while. I'm going to go and have a look. I'm going to explore other ideas. I'm going to think about decolonization. I'm going to think about, how it is to kind of live simply without having all this technology around. There's a lot of young people actually doing that, and there's a lot of young people who aren't in the opposite end of the spectrum. It seems like we have two extremes going on. And it's not just young people, it's the older generations of people as well that are either on this side of the extreme or that extreme. There's nobody making their way over to the green side, the side that, allows us to kind of think about this harmonized relationship that we should be having. And there's not enough people doing that. There really isn't, and it's really sad. And really, the only thing I see as kind of being a solution for us today is, like I said, some type of catastrophic event that will kind of lay the groundwork for us to really think about and understanding what humility is. Because without that humility, we're never going to really understand what being a part of this earth is.